So, at the eve of the end, the demon of Atzoatl has finally come for me.
This ends now. I can't give up. I must save my people.
You know why we're here. It happened. It cannot be stopped.
No, I will succeed.
Not ready.
Let's see you survive this. Existence is merely energy. Nothing will stand in my way. Do you truly think you can match me? Fake your ambition. This is not over yet. No! Do not fail me. Not now.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So, I know I said last time that I was going to push my melee armor breaker witch hunter even further into the maps, but somehow I found out the mapping experience is totally different than the campaign experience in Path of Exile 2, and in a bad way. It basically almost provides the same problem that you need to solve in POE1, but it's much punishing if you don't. So basically what it does is, if you die in a map, number one, you lose experience, that's common, and then number two, you lose the map straight away, so you cannot go back into the map. Your portal is all gone, so you need to use the map again. And then number three, the worst of all, is that you lose whatever extra content that exists on the map. Let's say for example, this map right here has Expedition and Delirium, and if you die, basically you can still run the map, but the extra content will be gone. So I think that, I'm not sure if it's intended or not, but I don't think it is. But basically they want us to play like Path of Exile 1, just focus on completing the map and basically just zooming all the way, because the mob density in mapping is even worse in Path of Exile in Path of Exile 2 mapping compared to campaign. So basically they sort of force you to either explode the enemy first or they explode you. So I'm back to looking at my the ice shot character that I wanted to play. So this is my ice shot Deadeye. I'm level 65. I just finished the campaign. So the only difference is that I play around with damage conversion to turn my explosive shot into 100% cold damage using Blueflame Bracers. Okay, let's look at this skill is like totally unbalanced in my opinion, because it does way too many things for what it costs. So okay, number one, it has an attack speed of 70% and attack damage of 326% at level 14, and it also detonates any grenade. It also functions as a detonator skill, number 2. And then number 3, the explosion has a huge radius at a base of 2.8 at level 14. And let's compare it to the bug ice shot. Okay, the ice shot has 90% attack speed, so a little bit faster. Attack damage is 175%, and the explosive shot has an attack damage of 326. So that's like almost double of ice shot attack damage at only a slightly lower speed. And this one also has huge AoE. Ice shot, for example, it just shoots like a normal arrow, but explosive shot like shoot in a huge radius. Wait, Am I lagging? Why can't I? Okay, now I can. I don't know, somehow it's bug. So it shoots in a huge radius. The graphics shows it deals fire damage, but trust me, it's fully converted into cold damage because of the unique. See here, my damage distribution is only physical, cold and lightning. Lightning is a little bit from my gear. So, basically it's a one button build, much like Path of Exile 1. You just shoot enemy. Don't hold the attack button because your character will slow down. Instead, just run around and click. You somehow cancel the recovery animation. Just click when you want to shoot to maintain a high movement speed during mapping or bossing. And when you meet tougher bosses, you just use Frost Bomb to inflict cold exposure, and then you use emergency reload to buff your damage of your explosive shot whenever you think you're not shocking the normal enemy. And then Storm Blast Bolt is something that you use to inflict shock damage inflict shock on enemy, a longer shock and a more reliable shock if your normal explosive shot is not shocking. Your normal explosive shot would shock the enemy if you are using a crossbow with a decent amount of lightning damage. So yeah, there's not really much to say. It inflicts freeze well enough. It also inflicts stun, and it also inflicts shock. So it's kind of a brainless build, and I'm pretty sure this build can tackle mapping much better compared to my last one. Anyway, let's go to the passive tree a little bit. Okay, in the passive tree, what's most important here is this instant reload node right here. So what you want to do when you start with a Deadeye, you just path straight to instant reload. Then only you move away from the tree to take other things, and then you can respec these travel nodes later. So the passive tree is mostly focused on damage and speed. So instant reload, speed. This one elemental damage, this one elemental damage, attack damage. This is speed. This is a little bit of movement speed and evasion. This is attack speed per dexterity and then dexterity. This one magnitude of shock, penetrate, so damage. This one mana regen, life cost on mana. I took this earlier. I'm not sure if I really need it now, but I think reduce mana cost while not on low mana is very good. I'll try to respec it later to see if I really need it, but it's just 2 point anyway, so whatever. Damage. This one I'm taking for the strength attribute basically. And yeah, so it's just speed and damage on my tree at level 65. Nothing much to say. And for Ascendancy, for the first Ascendancy, you want to take Tailwind. This is because Tailwind grants you a lot of speed in terms of movement speed and skill speed. And your second Ascendancy point, you want to take Point Blank, so that your projectile deal more damage for target closer to your character. And this is very good as a character that utilizes crowd control, like freeze ailment, because once the enemy is frozen, you can safely run up to his face and then utilize Point Blank all the time. And then number 3, I recommend taking Endless Munition. Okay, the good thing about crossbow is that when you fire additional projectile, you actually shoot projectile in sequence like a barrage, and not like a split arrow, where it shoots one on each side of your main projectile. So let's see here, for example, explosive shot, I'm only shooting once, and if I use scatter shot, I'm shooting 3 times quickly in sequence. And because the skill inflicts huge AoE damage, you can basically stack those explosions on an enemy. So it's basically more damage multiplier as well for the skill. And for the gear, Basically, the only things that's important is the crossbow. So you need high fist and high lightning damage bow. And then the glove. This glove, you can equip it at level 30. It requires 30 strength and 30 intelligence. But the good thing is, it also provides a decent chunk of intelligence roll. So you can actually spec your tree to get the intelligence to wear this glove, and then spec out the intelligence to other stats, because you only need 30 intelligence to for the build, and this is mostly self-sustaining. Okay, something I almost forgot to add during editing. This build passes through a lot of jewel socket nodes in the passive tree, and if you don't already know, jewels are actually quite good in this game because they can provide a lot of stats that is not easily accessible on your part of the passive tree, and quite easily added. So the main focus of the jewel socket that I recommend you to take are actually area of effect. So you can see here, and I'll also show the rest of my jewels for the nodes that I think are also quite beneficial. This one has cold damage, mana regen, area of effect. This one has shock duration, area of effect, elemental damage, increased chance to inflict elemental ailment. This is actually quite good. Cold damage, mana regen, area of effect, freeze build up. I just get an unlucky roll with the exalt, so not really relevant. And then recover life on kill, area of effect, magnitude of ailments you inflict. So try to get a good amount of area of effect on your jewels. And then finally we'll go to the gem setup. Okay, let's start with our main skill, explosive shot. We're using the mandatory one, scatter shot and martial tempo. Scatter shot, so I already showed you just now for just basically shooting the skill in sequence. Martial tempo, more attack speed, and somehow the good thing that I should probably mention, attack speed also affects how fast you reload. So for example, I have 1.62 attack speed and 0.59. If I take out martial tempo, so my attacks went to 1.31, and then my reload time went up to 0.72. So this is why attack speed is good on this, basically required on this character, which is why I played Deadeye for that tailwind. And then second skill is Frost Bomb. You can take this one at very low level, because the only thing that we want out of Frost Bomb is exposure, which decreases enemy cold resistance. Then we have persistence to make that exposure last longer. We have strip away for exposure applied by a supported skill has increased effect, and then we have arcane tempo to decrease the cast time, and it really doesn't take long to cast it on enemy when you meet the tougher ones. And then Stormblast Bolt. This skill basically rains down lightning rods on the ground, which you can explode it using a detonator skill, which conveniently our explosive shot also functions as a detonator skill as well. So basically, just shoot on the ground and then switch back and then explode the charge bolt for shock. So the setup is conduction for more chance to shock. Second one is lasting shock for increased shock duration, and then finally just damage to further solidify the shock. Then we have emergency reload. This is not really something that I'm using a lot, but it's because it's an instant cast skill. It's quite nice. Doesn't shows here instantly reloads. Doesn't have any cast time. So basically just buff your bolt with more damage. Just use it whenever you want to buff your explosive shot. I'm using it mostly when I see I'm not really shocking a normal enemy, but I don't really want to bother setting up my Stormblast build. So just click it whenever you want to inflict shock on an enemy. And then Plasma Blast, I'm just putting it here, but I'm not really using it at the moment. I just use it to open fight where the bosses has like this animation before they can be attacked, and I'm just using it as an fight opener because it takes a long enough time to charge, and there's like no real way to really bring it down because the +2 seconds to attack time cannot be modified by any speed stats. So yeah, not really using it. Just putting it there. Sometimes I don't even open fight with it because explosive shot is just that good for as a one button build. Escape shot is this something I use on the side if I want to evade enemy attacks, but again not really using it at the moment. Tornado shot, I played around with it, also not really using it because I don't think the build really needs it. And then for the aura, we use 2 aura. Number 1 is Wind Dancer, and number 2 is Overwhelming Presence. Okay, Wind Dancer basically gives you evasion, and the good thing about Wind Dancer is that if you are attacked, it will let out a small shockwave that knocks back enemy around you, and it can also be modified with multiple support gem to further increase its effectiveness, because when you knock back enemies, basically you open a room to escape from that situation. And then Overwhelming Presence is also very good because enemies in your presence have reduced elemental element threshold and reduced stun threshold. So the only supporting skill that we use are Vitality and Cannibalism. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty much. And you can see from the gameplay video, the bossing is quite easy, but I'll also do a short mapping in a while just to show you guys how it plays. Alright, let's go. So use explosive shot, and then just basically run and gun. Not really much to say, it's a one button build. Okay, so there's a rare, put down my frost bomb for exposure. I don't know, man, explosive shot is just way too good. I don't think it's supposed to, the numbers on the skill is supposed to be that high, but you know, it's in early access. We'll see if they want to nerf this skill or what, but since they still haven't fixed eye shot, I'll swap this skill myself because I want to play what I want to play. And the good thing is, the way you play this skill, you can just run, you can safely run around and then just shoot. Oh, I'm frozen. You can just run around and just shoot to whatever's enemy near you because you want to benefit from that point blank load as well. I don't know. I kind of don't like how the mob density in this game is like way too high for the, what's it saying? For the players to play how I think they want us to play, because when the mob density is too high, like you need to check every mob if there's any rare hidden inside that mob packs. There's not really any time when they're just like blasting you straight away when you meet them. So the only solution is just like in POE1, basically blast them before they blast you. And yeah, I think that's enough as a showcase. And also the good thing is because you're inflicting AoE damage, the monsters that raise the shield also cannot block your shots, because you can just shoot near them to inflict AoE damage on them. That's the good part about this. And also another reason why I want to play when I design this build to be like this is because there's one mods that I really hate inside the game that is even worse than Path of Exile 1's proximity shield, which is, what was it? Proximal tangential proximity or something, which basically means they're immune to any attack damage because they're phasing out of existence when you are not near them. So yeah, that's even worse than proximity shield in my opinion. And so this build, and so as they designed this build, and it's kind of going even better than expected, to the point that I don't think it should be this good, only because of that explosive shot. And that's about it. Thank you very much. If you have any question, as always, post down in the comment section and I'll answer you to the best of my ability. Again, not a build guide, just sharing what I'm doing with this character. That's it. Thank you very much. Bye.